That's not Yemi. You have one question for him.
No, it was more of an observation.
Okay.
Speaking on the overdependence on a particular athlete, just like what's playing out in
athletics is
too.
exactly.
The whole focus is on
Yeah.
Blessing,
Yes,
you know, and it shouldn't be.
Yes.
It wasn't so in the past. We knew, okay, we had an array of stars. You knew, okay, we had the Falis, Miriam Yalis, and the rest of them.
Yes.
So you know you're getting medals from more than one person,
Yes.
not just focusing on one person alone. I mean, it places a huge burden on that athlete, whether or not, you know, he or she likes it.
That's the
So
word.
it's really not
That's
good.
the
It's
word.
not healthy
The
for
word
the
is
sport.
burden. The
No,
word is burden.
you just mentioned Blessing now. Blessing will be competing in 4 different events. 4 by 100 meters, the 100 meters, the 200, and of course long jump.
Yeah.
The pressure is on her. Will she be able to do it? Because if she's able to finish at the podium in all the events, she'll become the first woman in the world to do that.
But I believe that it's a source of concern to many, because even Bolt is taking part in just 3 events, the 100, 200, 4 by 1. So the management now, proper management of Blessing, that is actually the issue, because a lot of people are scared that she might burn out or something, you know. So I think she should just focus on 2 or 3 events. The relay should just be a probability.
Aside.
Yeah.
I can
But like the
something
100
about-
meters, 200 long jump.
I can say something about that.
God bless her.
I used to be an athlete myself. When I lived in England, I was competing in athletics.
Okay.
And Mary Onyali in 1987 participated in 100 meters, 200 meters, 4 by 400 meters. 4 by 400.
Wait.
Not just 4 by 100,
Wait,
4 by
4 by
400
So
in 1987.
Okay,
All
that's
Africa
3.
Games. 4 events.
4.
4 by 100
4 by
and 4 by
4 by
400.
400. 2
In 4 by
relays.
400, she was not even expected to be there. But every athlete that trains 200 is automatically trained in 400.
4, yes.
So the capacity to compete in 4 events is not a problem.
Okay.
Like she said, is the word is
Well,
management.
the different, because you're looking at, she's bringing in long jump into it, which is different from
That's
the
Kalumi's
relays
for
and
you.
sprints.
Chioma Juma was a 100 sprinter and a long jumper.
A long jumper.
The 2 go together.
Okay.
Long jump is a speed event.
Okay.
It's not very tactical. It's not tactical. Just jump, just run and jump. The faster you can go, the greater your momentum.
Okay.
So again, it's back to management. If you've got the right kind of people managing a career, scheduling her performances, making sure she's competing at the right time, not every time.
Every time.
She will maintain the capacity to take one event and run if the timetable permits, because timetable
that's another thing, because if you check what Eshele and Praise actually said, she said she's going to take advantage of that, because she's saying that Blessing won't be a threat to her, because she's just competing in 3 events. Why just 2 events? Why Blessing's on is 4? So she said she's going to take advantage of that, because why the other athletes are actually preparing for a particular one, she's busy preparing for 2 or more. So that's the issue we're looking at here. Now, going back to the fact that whereby you have to depend on one athlete, what will you do, you know, as a president, to actually ensure that at least, maybe we're not looking at 2014 and that's 2016 Rio, which is very close. There's no way we can't present any athletes by magic right now. What are you going to do in subsequent Olympics event to ensure that we won't just have the Chukwumerijes alone relying on them? Maybe we can have like 5 taekwondos, which you can say, okay, these are the athletes that will win medals for us.
Again, it comes back to what I started off by saying, that we already have the athletes on ground. The mere fact
we already have that.
Yes, the mere fact that we don't see them, because of over expectation on Chika, doesn't mean they're not there.
Okay.
It's all about the fact that these athletes are not given the opportunity to travel as often as Chika.
Okay.
So, and locally, very hardly do we have tournaments. So they're there, they are very, very gifted, they're very skilled. You see them, you say, wow, this is, I mean, right now, as we're speaking to you, we have 5 children in Korea right now, from Nigeria, that the federation sanctioned to go to Korea for a international youth camp.
Okay.
A Korean professor looked at an 8-year-old boy from Benue State and said, I have never seen an 8-year-old boy fight like this in my life.
Oh.
But then if he didn't go to Korea, how would anybody have known?
Can you bring us the boy when he's back?
Oh, certainly.
We really need
no
to
problem.
see him.
These are boys that have been winning youth tournaments.
Okay.
Kiddies tournaments, CSF tournament here and there. So we already know that that's a boy that is a potential world champion.
Okay.
But what happens between now and then? Who is managing his career?
Okay, that's another thing.
Who is managing the team?
So how do we do this? How can we manage them? How can we have a database, or so to speak, somewhere whereby you can actually have a pool of these young athletes, so that they won't just go into oblivion? Because if you get to a stage where the ball will get tired.
What we never had was an athlete development program.
Okay. Are we planning one?
That's SIFT. That's what I call SIFT. Strategic Initiative for Taekwondo. So it's going to be looking for the top 16 athletes every year and putting them into a 12-month training program.
Okay.
And having a coaching crew taking charge of their career from now on.
Okay. When?
So and it's going to be competitive.
Okay.
So if you're there, if you're ranking fourth, you get out, somebody else takes your place. So that at any given time, the federation has 16 athletes that they know are always in form. Not waiting for All Africa Games, they will now make noise and say, everybody come for trials. Trials don't work.
Okay.
Trials will give you the person who is in his best form at the
that
moment.
time. Okay.
And that day can even be lucky. It could be just, everything could be perfect for him on that day. And if, for example, Chika at the Olympics, just that day was not good for him.
Yes.
Just that day. Prior to that and after that, he has been in great form. Even at the World Championship, despite the fact that he was semi-retired, he's competed very well. Lost on what we call the golden point.
Golden point, okay.
So imagine if we had the opportunity of keeping these people constantly competing and constantly training. Thank God we have a lot of tournaments coming this year. We've had 3 already, another 3 at the national level.
Okay.
But there's a Grand Prix coming up in UK in December, and the Grand Prix is now the world standard for choosing for the Olympics. It's the first time ever. So we need to get our people there, and we need to get, once we can get...
Can we get 10 athletes for that?
We can get all the athletes that money can afford.
Okay, money.
It's all about money.
That's what it's crucial.
All about money. So
I think you can go on and on and on. We'll have you again in the studio, definitely, or before that. Now, Yemi, I'm talking about the World Championship. Who are the athletes that will give us medals? Don't mention Blessing. Outside Blessing.
Sincerely, for now, you and I know that Blessing is the major person, you know, Nigerians are looking up to. Because if you look at the season, you know, the performances of the athletes this season, the bulk of our athletes qualified, you know, with the B standard.
Yes.
With the exception of just Blessing, Ajoke, and 1 or 2 other people. So already
even
that's...
Gloria
so that already shows that, you know, there's a bit of a problem somewhere. Ajoke could make it to the finals, but this season has not been the best for her. Because her opponents have been running inside 53 seconds.
Yes.
She has a season's best of 55.10. So she has a lot of catching up to do, you know. So it doesn't look so good right now, but you never can tell. Sometimes when you get to the big stage, you know, that's when you're propelled to just do anything. So apart from Ajoke and then Blessing, it really doesn't look so good.
So good for them. 4x400 meters men doesn't look good also,
because we had just one athlete who is taking part in the 400 meters flat.
Okay, that's
so it's really that's Noah Akru. So for the rest of the team, you know, none of them could qualify for the 400 meters. Okay. So it says a lot, you know, as to what to expect. But Nigeria has waited 14 years to win a medal at the World Championships. This might just be
a chance.
The time, because it's on record that no African woman has won a medal of any color in the 100 and 200 at the World Championships.
Yes.
So we're hoping that this
we
time
can get one.
Blessing or someone else can break that jinx.
Okay, we are hoping. Okay, your prediction: the teams in Moscow, Russia. Do you think they can win anything apart from Blessing?
For the
medal, anything at all?
It all comes back to Blessing.
Okay,
may we be blessed.
Okay, may we be blessed. Amen. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Someone is in the house. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. It's nice being here this morning again, talking sports.
Okay, we'll just look at the papers. What's happening in the papers this morning? And starting with Sporting Life. Yes, we're starting with Sporting Life this morning. A blood test for Amenike. That's the medical report out on Monday. Nigerian out of Turkish Super League. So he's definitely right now, you would say, going to. Okay, it's for Turkish right now. Okay, we'll start with Sport Day. That's what we have on the screen right now. Kanu tips Mikel Obi for CAF award, and a 2-time winners also rate Moses high. Then you also have this on Ofegbo Fort Eagles bonus slash, and Greek club I signing Emmanuel. Okay, Eagles now 5th in Africa. That's what we're talking about, the FIFA ranking. And Nigeria will spark Bafana says Sunday. Which one you can say here?
Yeah, tipping Mikel for the CAF award. I think that was a good one.
He stand a chance of winning
exactly, because for the Confederations Cup, for the Nations Cup, he was our best player. So I think he should be good for the award.
Okay, and not Moses.
Moses come close, but if you look at one-on-one performance between both players, I think we can stand out. Okay, now looking at Sporting, I've talked about blood tests for Emenike. A medical report will be out on Monday, and of course, Nigerian is out of Turkish Super Cup. That's their own club is out of the Turkish Super Cup. That's Fenerbahce. For him, is a good move for him, you will say? It's a good move.
Leaving Russia to Turkey? Yeah,
because if you look at it, he was actually signed for Fenerbahce before moving to Spartak, but he didn't play again for them. But going back, you know, they bought him at Spartak for 10 million euros, and they buy him back for 13 million euros. it's a good one for you. It's been a long time we've seen a Nigerian, being bought for such amount.
Such amount of money. That's what you're looking at. Okay, now move straight to soccer star Omeru to undergo surgery out of Malawi game meets Mourinho on Sunday, and Yobo may be recalled for Malawi game, and Cardiff City targets Eagles star, and NFF plans Eagles and Burkina Faso friendly, and Kano tips Mikel for the CAF award, and Mba Musa sure of victory against Bafana. And you have the Fabregas who's out Barca exit, means he's not leaving, and Arsenal moves for Samuel Eto'o. Now, which one really got you here?
Yeah, I think the QPR move for Saze is a good one for him, because
it's a good one. Championship, and that's the club. He was actually knocking on their door.
Yeah, if you look at it right now, no club actually want to go for him, and he's having problems at West Brom right now. So it would be very good for him to move to QPR. He will still be in England.
But that will be playing in Championship, right?
Yeah. They will be in the Division 1, that's the Coca-Cola Championship.
And that is better for him than going for a club like maybe Cardiff City, who is in the Premier League right now.
I think it's better than going over to Qatar or Dubai. These are clubs bidding for him, because no other club in the EPL is bidding for Saze right now, apart from QPR, which is the Championship.
Okay, well, that's all we have for this show. Thank you so much for coming. And we didn't really have much time to talk about all this. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.